Well, here we go. We are just 2 wins away, and then we are in the final of the Champions League. Hello, welcome to part 86 of the Hollywood Dream. And coming up in today's episode, we do have our Champions League semi-final, both legs against Chelsea. So since the last episode, as our form has been, well, we've only played one game since the last episode, and that was unfortunately a 4-2 defeat against Man United. It wasn't the best result. It wasn't the best game, in fact. I think we were 2-0 up, but we lost 4-2. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But the good news is we are still top of the table by 3 points. But obviously we do play Sheffield United and Aston Villa. They're 3-2 games that are basically, that should be nailed on wins. Obviously Liverpool last game of the season. Might be a bit tricky, but we're not really going to worry about that. Our main priority is winning the Champions League this year. Obviously, getting to the final first, it's the main thing. But then once we get to the final, try and win it. So the lineup for the first leg will be Rivera in goal. Back for McNeil, Worrell, Kushnerov and Talby. Hunter and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Mular on the right, Cisco out on the left, Asidre is not fit to play, and Sherman has picked up a big boy injury. He's going to be out for another 3 weeks, and he would have been suspended for this game anyway. Then we have a strike force of Max Morris and Andrew Bishop. Come on, lads, let's get a reasonable result this game. We are at home, so I do expect try and get a decent win, probably a goal difference of about 2-3 goals. That's what I'm hoping for. So 2-0 win, 3-1 win, doesn't really matter. As long as we win, that's the main thing. Obviously, our past result against Chelsea in the league wasn't the greatest. We lost 2-0, but in the first fixture against them this season, we did beat them 4-2. So in aggregate scoreline, it's a full draw, which obviously would, if it does happen, it would be going to extra time, which hopefully isn't the case. And Talby with a brilliant interception, couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet. I think he had Mular trying to make a run forward, but couldn't quite see him to make that pass. But a positive start. Well, not a positive start, but it's an alright start. 20 minutes into the game. Both teams not really creating many chances. We've had 1 shot, 0 on target. Chelsea had 2, 1 on target. So it's been a pretty quiet start. I'm feeling quite. If we can keep it 0-0 or try and get a goal before half time, that would be very good. Diamande has got the ball, plays the back to ball to Moore, now to Colwell out on the left hand side. Come on, Bishop! Oh my God, that is me. I tell you what, Chelsea for Champions League semi-finalists. That's embarrassing. Very embarrassing, that is. I mean, I don't know what Colwell is doing. Was it even Colwell? It was. I mean, I'd argue the goalkeeper should have got to the ball first ahead of Bishop, because he was closer to the ball than Bishop. I mean, absolutely ridiculous, but I couldn't care less about their mistake. We're 1-0 up in the Champions League semi-final, and I'm happy that they made the mistake, because I don't think we would have got a goal otherwise. That's not a good sign to see. Morris on the floor injured. We've only got Lino on the bench. Cisco's obviously playing out on the left. I guess we could push Cisco up front and just bring on Lino and put him on the left hand side. But I think we'll figure we'll get to half time, then we'll have a little bit of thing. At the moment, he seems all right at the moment. What's wrong with him? A bruised shit. I think he'll be fine for the. I don't know. His fitness levels keep dipping and improving, so I think we'll keep an eye on him. At the moment, I think he seems fine, but I think we'll probably give him another 10-20 minutes and we'll see how he does. Obviously, I don't want him to get a bad injury, so I think we probably will get him off, probably with half an hour left to go, or maybe 15 minutes. If we can get a second goal before we get him off, that would be great. Cisco has got the ball down the left-hand side. He has the shot. Oh my good God. I thought Chelsea were going to put the ball into the back of their own net, but half an hour left to play. 1-0 up. Chelsea not really not really having much threatening chances, but they are still creating a few, but they haven't really had any clear-cut chances, if you know what I mean. McNeil, I thought you were going to interception, but Bishop does get the ball. Hunter, Morris, Muller has got the ball, runs away from the defender and puts the ball into the back of the net for his 12th goal of the season. He hasn't had as many goals as last year, but still scoring quite a lot. Still a world-class player. Right, we are going to get Morris off now for Lino. Picard? No. No, Lino is going to come on, and I think for the other change will be Talby off for Ripoll, who can play on the left-hand side. He is right-footed, but he's basically both-footed. He can play on either side, quite natural at both. Cisco is he's not going to come off, is he? Actually, you know what? Cisco will come off for Pickard, and we will just put Pickard up front. Lino can go out on the left. Pickard's actually a 3.5-star striker. Maybe a striker role is in the future for Pickard, who has progressed quite nicely as a little player. Very good indeed. Only a backup, but I'm sure whenever Muller ever leaves this club, whether that's with me in charge or not me in charge, I'm sure Pickard will definitely develop into a great star player for Wrexham. I'm sure of it. He's going to win Ballon d'Ors in the future, I reckon, that boy. Hopefully one of our players does win the Ballon d'Or. We should probably make some more changes. After this highlight, we will do our final three. Kushilov has got the ball. Pickard! Oh my god, that could have been the game. That could have, we've already won this first leg, 2-0. But that would have definitely been the game set and match there. Kushilov tries to get the head onto it. Bishop. Pickard goes down to the box. No penalties. No point making any other subs. We've literally got 2 minutes left to play. I guess we'll have a massive rejig of the starting 11 against Sheffield United. Have a bit of a massive rotation. Probably make 11 changes from that game. See how the players feel. But that's a good start. A good start. Yeah, I'll give Bishop a new contract. He can have whatever he likes. We're not playing him as a advance forward. He can be a poacher. He can stay as that for now. 250k. I don't know how much spare wage budget we've got, but that's fine. We've got plenty. He can have what he likes. He could have had 500k, and I would have been happy with that. But hopefully, we do win our off-camera game against Sheffield United. Hopefully, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United maybe drop a few points. I highly doubt that's going to happen. But hopefully, we win our game against Sheffield United, remain top, then we beat Chelsea again to get our spot in the Champions League final. It was a very simple 7-0 win over Sheffield United, with the goals coming from Rodrigo, who got 2 goals, Timo Pickard with 1, Cisco with 2, Amanitas with 1, and Max Morris with an 80th minute penalty. So the league table with 3 games, no, actually 2 games left to go. Arsenal did drop points, which does mean we go into the final 2 games with a 4-point lead. We're going to win the Premier League again against Aston Villa. I reckon that's going to happen. Yeah, we might do in tomorrow's episode, depending on what happens in this game, but we might just do a double in the next episode, I reckon. Win the Premier League and win the Champions League. But this is the lineup for the second leg against Chelsea. It will be Rivera and goal, a back four of McNeil, Worrell, Kushilov and Ripoll. Again, Ripoll's the right back, McNeil's the left back. It just seems it makes sense just to switch them around and put them in their natural roles, not in the opposite flanks. That doesn't make sense at all. Then we've got Hunter and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Muller on the right, Talby on the left. Sidre still not fully fit. Obviously, Sherman's still injured. I guess that's fine. Then we've got Shaikh for ourselves, Cisco and Bishop. Come on, lads, let's get the win. Obviously, we are already 2 goals up from the first leg, so I reckon at the bare minimum we'd probably go through even if we drew. Obviously, we kind of need to win this game, but if we can just scrape past them, I could care less what happens. As long as we don't lose by 3 goals, I don't mind. Don't mind what happens at all. even if we lose by 1 goal, we still end up going through. Kamahara, obviously a former centre-back of ours, now playing for Chelsea, never really established himself in the Wrexham starting 11, but he is playing quite regularly for Chelsea, and they nearly did get a goal, and I think Taylor does just about clear the lines. McNeil with the throw, plays the ball to Hunter, now to Taylor, he has to strike, and he puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Wrexham, 3-0 on aggregate in this second leg of the Champions League semi-final, and at the moment we have got off to a great start, 3-0 the scoreline, and at the moment we will be going through to the Champions League final against either PSG or Real Madrid, which their first leg ended in a 1-1 draw. Real Madrid did get Porto in the quarter-final. They only narrowly squeezed past them just by winning 1-0. I reckon if we get to the final and face Real Madrid, I reckon we can beat them. I know we can beat them, regardless of what happened last season, because that's last season. We've got a completely different, I would say different squad. It's improved squad. That Rivera. Oh no, it's him. Oh no, not Sadell. Our former right back as well. Oh my god, that's one of the worst goals he will score ever in his life. Did that take a deflection? It must have taken a deflection off McNeil. It must have. Otherwise, that would have been a goal. That's unfortunate. That's a bit of a let off. But we are still 2 goals up. Obviously, Chelsea need 3 goals to actually officially win the game, which I don't think they will. If we can get another goal before half time, put us back in the lead in the match. Not on aggregate because we're already in the lead. That'd be very nice. Ripoll plays the ball to Cisco. Back to Worrell. Come on. Now Ripoll again. That's a lovely ball. Cisco, what a run. And he doesn't find Bishop, but it does go out for a corner ball. That was a dangerous ball from Cisco. Very dangerous indeed. Could have fell to anyone. It would have been better if it fell to Bishop. Muller whips it back post. Cisco does rise up for the header. It was a good connection, but couldn't quite get the ball into the back of the net. But at half time, it's 1-0 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. At the moment, as it stands, we are going through to the Champions League final for the second time ever in this save. Hopefully, we are victorious in the final if we get there. Obviously, we might not, but with half an hour left to play, we are going to make our first changes of the game. Talby is going to make way for Lino. Citre, obviously, he will be fit for the final, hopefully. And we are also going to get off... Let's get off Ripoll. No, actually, no. We'll get off McNeil for Almenidez. Ripoll can move out onto the left-hand side because he is slightly... he's a bit less tired than McNeil. That's why he didn't come off. But there's always a chance we might have to get him off and put a centre-back at left-back. Hopefully that does not happen. Right, 15 minutes left to play. We are going to make our... some more changes. Make another couple changes. Hunter is going to make way for Armit, and I think we will also get off Bishop for Max Morris again. Bishop, he could have got a goal from the Cisco cross, but he's not really looked that great this game. Hence why he's just come off. Morris, I presume that was, I don't know who whipped the corner with. Muller plays the ball to Armit. Muller again. Come on, let's get the ball back in the box. Just get the ball upfield. We've got 10 minutes left to play, and then we are Champions League finalists. Worrell plays the ball back to Kushnerov. Now to Armit again. Come on. Let's get the ball upfield. Ripoll plays the ball to Lino. He crosses it. Cisco was lurking in the box, but couldn't quite get his head onto it. Taylor back to Muller. Tries to thread the ball through to Cisco. I tell you what, Cisco's having a great game. Very unlucky, but still a solid performance from him. And Cisco puts the ball into the back of the net for his 41st goal of the season. And that is our spot in the Champions League final, all secured. Unless Chelsea get 3 goals in a couple minutes, which I don't think that's going to happen. And we are closing in on the full-time whistle, and we have done it. We are through to the Champions League final, but who we shall be facing shall remain a mystery for now, but we will obviously continue clicking to continue until we find out who we play in the Champions League final. Obviously, it will be PSG or Real Madrid. I've looked at the PSG squad. They've got some decent players, but they've only got 3 players under the age of 25. So PSG might be the easier tie, and we do face Real Madrid, only beating PSG 1-0. Mbappe scored in the 108th minute. I feel a bit confident. I feel a bit of confidence brewing. I think we will definitely win the Champions League. I don't know if we will, but I'm hoping we can. So I think what we might do tomorrow is, because we still have a chance of winning the Premier League, so we will play our Premier League winning match against Aston Villa, and then obviously the Champions League final against Real Madrid. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.